it's me, Renee. I'm back. And yeah, so this weekend, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is uh, premiering in theaters. I already have my tickets, cannot wait. And yeah, and also today, May 2nd, that's when I'm filming this. Kay Pennebaker from, I'm looking out, from, God, what is it called again? I'm going to double check. Wait. Okay, so it turns out I confused her with her sister because they're both actors, or one of them is retired now. Kate Panabaker, the sister of Daniel Panabaker of Sky High fame, but also The Flash fame. But yeah, I love The Flash, which, well, Sky High, well, I love them both. So I decided to make this video, which is based around superhero books, which you kind of all be like, what? Isn't it just comic books? No, there's actually also a whole genre. Yeah, there's a genre of books where people have written about superheroes. They kind of made up their own superheroes. And yeah, I love to read and I love superhero movies, so this is kind of very much my jam. So yeah, I'm gonna show them to you. Some of them, some of them are books I've read. One is a book I have not read yet, but I do plan to read it. So yeah. So first we have Dreadnought by sorry April Daniels. This is written by trans author, and the story is also a trans story. So it's about trans woman, trans girl because it's a YA book. And in the very beginning, first chapter, she meets this superhero and she kind of takes on the mantle. And in that, like when she gets transferred the powers, she also gets her female body. So that's kind of very nice. But also still, it's kind of like, yeah, she's kind of fighting against transphobia and stuff like this in this book. And yeah, I would say it's quite an impactful book because you kind of, at least for me, I feel like as a cis woman, I kind of, in a way, I kind of understood in a way the trans journey better. Well, I feel like I got different insight into it. Not understood it, but I got a new insight into it. And yeah, I really liked how you used superhero stories to mm, tell this trans story. And yeah, the first anthology, though there's been some rumors of maybe having a third book. I'm not quite sure if that's confirmed or not, but yeah. Anyway, there's two books in this duology so far, and yeah, highly recommend them. This the Heroine Complex series, starting with Heroine Complex. Well, this is actually also the only adult book uh, on this list. Yeah, or one of the few adult books. Anyway, but yeah, this being the first book, this being the fifth book. I have them all, don't I? Yeah. I'm not really sure where the other books in this series is, but I do have them. I'm pretty sure all just somewhere. But yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's Asian Americans. They're in their 20s, kind of going through life, but also having superpowers and saving the city. And yeah, kind of very much feels in a way like Marvel, but like more diverse, more inclusive. Because it's just full of heart and funniness and great love story, and yeah, highly love it and recommend it. It's a series of six books. They're all out. I have not yet read the sixth one yet so far, but yeah. Most of them can actually also, like, if you don't want to tackle on a full series, they can be read as a standalone. You don't have to read them all the books. But if you want to read them, you can. I suppose you could read like one book 1 year and then pick up next book the year after and whatnot. Because yeah, like I would say like more or less all of them have like a standalone feel to them. Like the first three kind of is a trilogy, but it's like you don't have to have read them all. So yeah. And then we have the Not Your series, being Not Your Backup. No, sorry, this is yeah, anyway. Not Your Backup being the second one, but yeah, so third one, yeah, third one. Anyway. Not Your Villain, Not Your Backup, and then, and this is not a series, sorry. So there are three books in the series so far, and the last one is coming out this year, I believe, being called Not Your Hero. So all of this, it's a YA series. It's a YA, I would say it's a superhero dystopian series because it's set in a future where like the whole world is screwed up, not just like perfect, because superheroes, you wouldn't have superheroes in a perfect world. But yeah. But yeah, they all include sexual diversity as well as ethnic diversity, and yeah, they're very fun, funny, heartfelt, but also impactful and important, and yeah, highly recommend it. So like this has been the second book in the series. The first like maybe 50 pages of this kind of recaps the first book just from another character's point of view. So I suppose this one you can't skip the first part of, but like this third book, you need to read all of it. And yeah, highly recommend this series. Trilogy, that being Jamie Baker, more than Jamie Baker, and remember Jamie Baker. And so this is one of those. It's also YA. It's one of those series where the main character gets superpowers from a meteorite. So I suppose kind of like that Superman based idea. Uh, but it's set in like the first book. It's very much a high school book, and then the second two books kind of like delve more into a bigger world and stuff like that, and kind of goes in a bigger direction than you could have imagined. And yeah, I love it so much. So it's a great series. It came out a few years ago now. I think most of this came out a few years ago. Yeah. So I think like probably easiest to get them used online, or maybe just online. But yeah, finding a bookstore might be difficult, but oh, I suppose you could try your library. But yeah, that's that really. And then read read I bought last year. So excited for. Have not read yet, but it just looks so cool. And I actually also have it on audiobook, so I could do that if I want. Is We Could Be Heroes by Mike Chen. This has been described as Ragnarok, like for Ragnarok in book form. So I'm thinking it's kind of like wacky, funny in that way, kind of way. It's I believe also kind of believe this. I actually think this is the adult superhero book, but still cool. I think it's standalone. Might be wrong, but I think it is. Um, and it's all about some people who meet and they all have amnesia, but they all have superpowers. And yeah, some people don't really like the amnesia trope. I very much love that trope. So yeah, yeah, excited to get into this one. You'll get to it in May because why not? But yeah, have not read it yet, but I do am quite excited to get to it when I will. So yeah, you might think like, haven't you forgot a superhero book? Yeah, because there was superhero series that came out. I think the last book came out maybe 3 or 4 years ago now by Marissa Meyer. I read the first book and I didn't really think it was all that good. So I have not read the rest of that series. So yeah, in case you don't know, here on my channel I don't really talk about things I don't like. I unless like it's unless like I have like huge feelings about it, I just like to talk about. I might mention it quickly, but yeah, mostly I won't mention things I don't like because just hating on stuff that's not really me. And also like yeah, this is a video of me like celebrating and enjoying superhero books. So why would I mention a series I don't enjoy? That would be a bit weird. I suppose if the video was called like superhero books in general, yes. But still, it's my channel. So like why would I include something I couldn't really stand for? I would kind of feel like lying. So yeah. So that's why that's not mentioned. And yeah. Do you have you read any of these books? Have you a favorite superhero book or superhero movie? talk to me in the comments. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.